This is Forza Motorsport.
Hey you, do you know that Forza Motorsport is built from the ground up?
Built from the ground up.
Built from the ground up.
Or built from the ground up.
Rebuilt from the ground up.
Built from the ground up for this generation.
If you've interacted with the Forza Motorsport channel recently, well, you'll be getting spammed with this stuff. Because, in case you didn't know, they're announcing the tracks, which is really, really cool. Before launch, we're finding out the full track list, which makes sense. Like, they usually do a map reveal for Forza Horizon. This is the equivalent. The video you saw at the beginning has been getting a lot of attention, mostly on Twitter. I don't know why companies keep posting to Twitter. You should probably just link to YouTube, to be honest. Especially when you've been talking about graphics all this time.
Forza is known for its photoreal beauty.
Maple Valley to life in stunning detail. The beautiful fall colors of Maple Valley. The grass, rocks, 3D vegetation bring out incredible detail. Ray tracing makes everything feel more connected. The beauty of our cars and tracks.
And so people, including myself, not really happy. If anyone wanted to have sex with that Lancer model, it would be completely legal to do so. Oh my God. Why are the car models and visuals looking worse with each trailer? Why does this look like a mobile game? I've seen better looking mobile games. Again, mostly to blame is Twitter's compression here. And this Forza car model. Now, this is a constant issue. I literally just spoke about Gran Turismo and how they decided to scrap most of their cars and start over. They did this 2 generations ago, and it took them 2 generations to catch back up to not even the amount of cars they had before. It's a lot of work, and I understand it. With Forza Horizon, for a while now, they've been getting new car models. So new car models are much higher quality that's built for these generation of consoles, a higher poly counts and higher detail. The issue is they keep using old models. The S15 model, for example, it's completely wrong. Like, it's not correct at all. It's sloped in at the front. They've completely ruined it. This was from a really early game, and there's actually a really easy way to see when the car was created. This Evo is so old. So old. Take the name right here, go onto the Forza wiki, and you will find the car model on the original Forza Motorsport. Now, this isn't the first time they've done this. There was a Porsche that they decided to add. This exact car model has been sold to people 2-3 times, paid DLC. Now, it doesn't matter who you blame for that. Could be Porsche, could be them themselves. The fact of the matter is, this model is old, and it's not the only one. Like, let's be real, the environment looks pretty good, the game looks decent. These car models are letting the game down hugely. They need to be stripped and completely redone. I don't know why they're still there. They've got some really good modern models. They've got inconsistencies. These models deserve to be redone. You're showing them as some of the most like iconic cars ever, and then to make it worse, they keep saying things like this.
The team is hard at work bringing you the next generation of Forza Motorsport. This is the most technically advanced racing game ever made. I'm joined by some of our amazing team members to show you how we are making it look real, sound real, and feel real.
At higher resolutions and optimized for a cutting-edge ray tracing experience. Our paints are sourced using a spectrophotometer. This yields a paint model that has a much more realistic light response across color, metal flake, and gloss.
Everything you see is new.
Unmatched visual fidelity.
Like, look at any of the other ones. The grass is not great, but everything else looks pretty good. Like, the car model here looks nice. It's another just level of, I don't want to say laziness, because that's not a real thing. It's just they don't want to spend the money. They have it, so why would they create it again? Tell you why. You can't have an authentic racing experience when ultimately most of the cars were done by eye, it seems, because they're completely wrong. Never mind just really low quality. Right, next up we've got one of the most interesting things to me. They really showed a lot about ray tracing.
With real-time ray tracing on track to create true-to-life reflections on all smooth mirror and flat glass surfaces.
And then they proceed to go into gameplay where there's no reflections whatsoever. Straight after. I didn't cut. These inconsistencies are driving me insane. I've not been able to tell what the game looks like. So we've gone from this which looks pretty good, right? To this, which looks pretty good. To this, which looks quite flat. What does this game look like? Now, I personally actually don't really care about the visuals as long as the game is fun and has added new features. So let's talk about customization, one of the biggest leaps that Horizon 5 has taken so far. What are we doing on this one?
500 cars for you to collect, race, and customize with more than 800 unique upgrades.
Bro, 800 unique upgrades and you showed the Forza Aero! I have had enough of this wing. Can we not just completely scrap it? Please, please just change it. Please. It's one generic wing for every car. Please. It's the worst eBay looking wing I've ever seen in my life. I never want to see this wing again. Ever. If I see it, if we see it after this game ever again, I'm done. Like, genuinely. So maybe the car models aren't great, the graphics are confusing, the customization confusing, but the progression, they keep talking about the progression, and that surely can carry this series, because ultimately it's always had an issue. Everyone like myself has always complained the game's too easy. Give me a challenge. I want to unlock things. So this is what they did.
After every event in the Builders Cup, you have a chance to build up your car and continue your journey with it. And you can see here, we've just unlocked a number of upgrades that you can go and install in your car. So let's actually go and check out our new car building screen. Cars in the new Forza Motorsport are built, not bought. As your car levels up, it gains car points and unlocks upgrades. Here, up in the top right, you can see your car points, and that's the resource that's used to install any of the upgrades that you unlock. Car points are like skill or talent points in other games. You can allocate them to install a part, but here's the thing. You aren't locked into any of those choices at any time. You can easily uninstall a part and regain those car points so you can use those points elsewhere. This gives the player a great amount of agency in building experimentation. Also, since you aren't spending credits on upgrades, the built not bought system frees you from having to decide between, say, buying a cool new car or upgrading your current car.
So initially, I was like, okay, well, they've added a bit of progression, right? So that's good. And then they elaborated a bit more. So basically, to progress in this game, you can buy cars with money, cool, but you must use car points to unlock parts, and these car points require you to drive that exact car. And from what we can kind of tell, based on what they've said, it can take 3 to 5+ hours to unlock those parts. So you can have all the money in the world from jumping between cars, as you would want to, you know, with a list of 500 cars, but you can't upgrade them all unless you do 5 hours per 500 cars. That's a lot. 1,500 hours if it takes 3 hours per car. Now, you're not going to actually do all the cars, but ultimately it feels like a way of artificially inflating the time that you will play this game. And that is where I have an issue with Game Pass. Because you don't purchase the game anymore with money, just here's $60, essentially they are looking for your playtime. They assign and allocate budgets surely based on your playtime, so most games would add more content. But no, let's be real, they're not actually going to do that. They're going to artificially say, oh look, this player played for 5 hours. In reality, all you did is upgrade one car that you want to play online with a group of friends or YouTubers or whatever in an open lobby setting. You can't actually race against them until you've grinded out for about 3 to 5 hours. The more time you play, the more money they'll get allocated for updates and such, so that does benefit us, but also the next game. I don't think this is going to have the effect they think it's going to have. I think it's going to have the opposite effect. I think people are not going to bother as much playing this game. There's going to be some ultimate hardcore players, but they cannot match the Horizon feel. It's a little bit worrying if you're a Forza Motorsport fan, because realistically, Horizon's gone past. Motorsport is extra going to be left in the dust, if this is the case. It's a pretty easy assumption to make, right? Now, I don't want to sit here and say it's all doom and gloom, because it's absolutely not. This game I'm looking forward to playing. There's a whole bunch of things I'm looking forward to experiencing in this game. And of course, it's coming to PC, which is great, like from the go. So overall, how are you feeling? Do leave a comment about your feelings. These next clips excite me and intrigue me about Forza Motorsport, which is very different from the majority of it.
We've added features that players have been asking for. Tire and fuel management, multiple tire compounds, and new depth in car building
create the ultimate racing playset.
So for the first time in Forza Motorsport, new cars and tracks will be released directly into this career. So you can actually choose where you want to begin or start the race.
Not exclusive automotive fantasies, desirable, attainable. Each offering a welcome invitation for a motivated, hard-driving enthusiast to get in, buckle up, and then define who they are at the absolute limit on the racetrack.